Hello, everybody. My name's Chris, and welcome back to more Horizon Forbidden West. And Varl's dead. I can't. It sucks. Oh, God. I hate it. It's so. Uh. Well, I guess that's a spoiler if you didn't see the last one. But, last, last episode, we, uh, we went in to Cauldron Gemini to take back Hephaestus. We got him. We got him. We got him locked down. We got him combined with Gaia. Everything was going great. And then, of course, the ruse that we tried, the distractions didn't work. They didn't work. They saw right through it, and they came straight for us. They took back. They took back Beta. They took Gaia and Hephaestus. They killed Varl. Not just they, Eric. That piece of shit killed Varl. As if we didn't have enough reasons to hate Eric, he's building a list now, and Varl is on it. And I hate him. I hate him. I'm sorry. But ever since the beginning of this game, I was so happy to have Varl back, because I really wanted more Varl. Varl seemed like such a cool dude in the first game. And he was. And we had so much time with him in this game. It was awesome. And I guess that's why it hurt. That's why it hurts more. It's because we got so much time with Varl. But anyway. It went terribly. It took Beta. And I feel horrible about that because we were like, we're not going to let that happen. And then it happened. Varl was stabbed. But this lady, Tilda, the one that Beta had vouched for as kind of like different than the rest of them, a nicer person. And realistically, so far, she is. She's nicer and better in general. And she actually wants to go against them. And we're going to work together to stop them. So, let's hope this doesn't, stab us later.
My old focus. How did you find it, let alone repair it?
When we encountered you at the Hades Proving Lab, Gerard saw you as a redundancy. I knew better. You were a revelation. After your dramatic escape, bravo, by the way. Gerard and Eric assumed you were dead and gave up the hunt. I wasn't so sure. When the others were busy, I returned to the lab and searched for any trace of you. That's when I found this little treasure. Not easy to repair, but certainly worth the effort. As I watched your life unfold, you were like a splash of color on a worn canvas. What Liz was, and more.
Did you show it to the others?
Of course not. It was your actions that inspired me to defy them. It's worth noting that if I hadn't found it and watched its contents, I wouldn't have known to save you at the cauldron. You'd be dead.
So I should be grateful?
If you like.
Because she referred to them as immortals. We still don't know how they can live so long. Why they're so, well, advanced too.
So you know all about me. What about you?
What would you like to know?
Well, start with your life on Earth.
When I was 8, terrorists flooded my home city. Thousands drowned, my parents included. I was one of the few who survived. My guardian sent me to boarding school. Among my peers, I was the strange girl, the orphan to be avoided. All because of circumstances beyond my control.
Oh. So we're a lot alike, huh?
Aren't we? You were an outcast. But you didn't let that stop you from getting what you needed. Neither did I. I climbed my way out of desolation and used my wits to build a fortune. First, from the technical analysis of art and the detection of forgeries. Profitable expertise in those days.
I bet.
But as it turned out, the software I developed was even more useful for counterintelligence.
Oh.
From there, it was only a short step to gathering extremely valuable intelligence on my own.
You were a spy?
More like a service one could turn to for information. I had to remain anonymous, of course, to protect my privacy. But despite that anonymity, Far Zenith inevitably sought me out.
Oh. So they existed before you got part of them.
What happened when Far Zenith approached you?
They painted an irresistible vision of humanity's future. One where we need not fear illness or death, where we explored the furthest reaches of the stars and thrived. It was only later that I realized that they only intended to bequeath this future to the rich and powerful. By the time I finally figured it out, the walls were closing in, Pharaoh's machines were devouring the earth. So I accepted Far Zenith's invitation to a berth on the Odyssey. I wanted Liz to come, but she had nobler plans, as you well know.
Yeah. She stayed behind to save the world.
So you didn't know the other Zeniths were monsters until it was too late?
I knew some of them were. Certainly. It wasn't until we were off-planet that I understood the true scope of their greed. I was grateful to simply be alive, but the others became obsessed with a kind of effortless immortality. They built a colony where machines serviced their every need, where any memory or fantasy could be endlessly savored in virtual reality. It wasn't life. It was stultifying, a pampered dream state. As the decades passed, I withdrew more and more, alone yet again, but this time with eons to consider my mistakes. Now, finally, having met you, I feel like I have a second chance.
To do what?
Help you, of course. To fulfill Liz's dream, which isn't so different from Far Zenith's original vision. A better future for humanity.
I see. All right. Let's keep hearing you out.
You said Beta is not in urgent danger, so what are the Zeniths doing to her?
Putting her to work. Merging Hephaestus with Gaia. A difficult, time-consuming task, as I'm sure you know. They will compel her if need be, but her life is not in danger. She's the only one who can do it.
Because you people made her to be nothing but a tool.
Gerard's idea, not mine. They always viewed me with suspicion when I attempted any form of kindness towards her. That's why I created the data channel, a virtual place where we could speak in peace.
Makes sense.
So this channel you shared with Beta, none of the other Zeniths ever found out about it.
Gerard believes he's the most cunning of all of us. Even after 1,000 years, he still can't imagine that I would outwit him. The channel allowed me to interact with Beta away from their mistrustful eyes. It offered us a chance to be ourselves.
Until you cut off all contact.
Yes, though it pained me. I was worried that our meetings would do her more harm than good.
Well, she felt like you tossed her aside.
I was afraid the others would find out and punish her. She may not have had the comforts of friendship anymore, but at least I ensured she was safe. I know it seems harsh, but you must believe that her well-being has always been paramount to me.
I feel like I can believe you. It sucks from Beta's point of view. Just having it all cut off all of a sudden. Not even telling her, like, hey, we gotta stop these meetings because they're gonna probably catch on. Just nothing.
Why did you make the data channel look like this place?
I built this house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place. Not just for me, but for the art stored below. Cultural artifacts of incalculable value. Truly some of the greatest achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
That I firmly believe. I agree. The way her upbringing was so shit. It's so bad. Just gave her, like, something different. Something real.
Beta told me your colony was destroyed. That you came back to Earth because you had nowhere else to go.
It's true. After we reached our destination, a planet in the Sirius star system, we spent decades building a new home. The physical constraints of Earth, the boundaries of mortality, gone. To think of what we could have done with it. It might have been a utopia. Instead, we stagnated, absorbed in effortless comforts and virtual realities. It took a cataclysm to finally yank us out of our stupor.
Oh, shit.
What happened?
A massive geological event. We knew of instabilities in the planet core, but we underestimated them. By the time the collapse was upon us, it was too late to stop it. Only a few of us made it to the ship in time.
Oh, shit.
We set course for Earth, the only safe harbor left to us.
Which you decided to make unsafe for anyone else.
Not me. Gerard. He believes it's better to wipe the canvas clean than work around the smudges. No more primitive tribes, no more combat machines, only a blank slate to do with as he pleases. But we will stop him. All we have to do is get into that base.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of the base.
What exactly is your plan to sneak into the Zenith base?
We will make use of a lesson I learned from an early age. Always know your exits. In this case, a place where Gerard's new construction meets the ancient foundation, a passage that only I can access. When Silence flings his army at the base, we will enter through this back door, bypassing most of the fighting. The distraction will provide us with a window in which to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Okay. Sounds too easy.
Once we're inside the base, where will we find Beta and Gaia?
Here in the command center. By then, Gaia will have been reunited with all of its subordinate functions, including Hephaestus.
Oh, wow.
What about the alpha build of Apollo on your ship?
A simple matter of recovery once the others have been dealt with. With that in hand, we'll have everything we need to make this world as it should be.
I don't like the wording of that. It's not enough for me to distrust her, but just like saying the way the world ought to be. It's like,
How do you know about Silence's plan?
He isn't the only one adept at spyware.
You hacked his focus?
No, he's too careful for that. But his subordinates? Not so much. He gave additional focuses to the tribals he branded the Sons of Prometheus.
The ones working with Regala.
By tapping their focuses, I learned about most of his dealings. The distribution of override technology, the arming of Tanakh rebels, and the secret pact with Regala to attack Gerard's base.
But how did he come up with a weapon that can take down your shields?
That's the one thing I haven't been able to figure out, but however he did it, I'm quite certain it will work. With it in the Tanakh army, victory seems to be within his grasp. Such a shame he'll be disappointed.
Why would he? Uh, no, he's gonna find a way. He always does. He's always ahead. Somehow.
Regala's only interested in killing Hikaru and waging war on the Karja. What does she have to gain by attacking Zenith?
It's the price she must pay for her war. Without the ability to override machines, her little rebellion would have languished in the desert.
So she trades with the Sons of Prometheus. Machines to help her overthrow Hikaru.
In exchange for an assault on the base. Pride has deluded her into thinking she can actually survive such a battle. And all without ever knowing who the Sons of Prometheus really answer to.
Jeez.
Yet for all of Silence's brilliance, still he underestimates you. That blind spot is what will allow us to take Beta and Gaia right out from under him.
While hundreds of Tanakh are cut down outside.
I mean, I wish we could stop it, but at some point, like, how could we without going against Regala herself? And then, is that really gonna end well? This is nuts.
So you knew Elizabeth. What was she like?
Liz was everything she was. I see in you. And more. Your ingenuity, your determination, your moral compass. You've managed to distill her greatest qualities and make them your own.
I'm not asking about me. Tell me about Elizabeth. What was she really like?
The honest answer is that I don't actually know. For all the time that I spent with her, she always kept a part of herself locked away. It was like that from the moment we met.
Damn.
So when you met Elizabeth, she was what? Distant? Aloof?
Not aloof. Not exactly. It was a summit in Paris about machine learning, a touchy subject in those days, because regulatory authorities were just starting to clamp down on AIs. Liz gave the keynote address. She had already achieved great renown for her work in automated environmental reclamation. But in her address, she was just starting to imagine the next step. An AI-driven system that wouldn't just act on its programming, but actually take responsibility for its sphere of influence.
Oh, wow.
Care about life. Not just follow orders.
Revolutionary stuff. I was fascinated. And I wanted to meet her for a long time. I watched her after her talk. She had spoken with such moral authority, such empathy. But after that, she retreated. I could tell she felt uncomfortable with all of her admirers. It was as if giving the talk had cost her something. I didn't want to be a pest, so I planned my approach carefully.
Understandable.
So how did you finally approach Elizabeth after her talk?
I picked the right moment. The morning of the next day, right as she came back to the conference, she had just had her coffee. She was fresh, rested. It was like she had braced herself for the onslaught of colleagues.
Right.
I asked if I could walk with her, then put forth a question about her talk that I thought was intelligent. Her answer made me realize it wasn't,
Oh, no.
but she was very welcoming. Almost as if we were previously acquainted. It was only halfway through the conversation that I realized she knew exactly who I was. It was quite a shock to me. My business was trafficking in secrets, and I took great pains to protect my anonymity. So that was Liz, perpetually one step ahead. I came to view our meeting as a metaphor for our friendship. She always seemed to know me far better than I knew her.
I guess I know the feeling.
She was the best of us.
First Varl. Now Hikaru and the Tenakth. Your plan would wipe out an entire tribe. There has to be another way.
We are in an admittedly desperate situation, but I assure you there isn't. Remember Zero Dawn. Elizabeth's sacrifice. Sometimes many have to die for a new world to grow.
If it looks impossible, look deeper. Wait. The data channel. It still exists, doesn't it? I need you to open it. Let me talk to Beta.
Impossible. We might be detected.
It's worth the risk. There is another way, one where the Tenakth survive.
But we won't. If the others...
If you want to help, open it.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that was easy. Oh, this is weird.
What are they doing to her?
Virtual reality dissociation. The manual merge of Hephaestus will take hours upon hours of tedious micromanagement.
Shit.
If she resists the work, they run simulations to induce feelings of isolation and despair.
Beta, can you hear me?
So fucked.
You're alive. They're watching me. I can't hold up this extra protection for long. You should have killed me. No. No, look at me. I'm coming for you. I promise, okay? I just need you to hold out a little while longer and work on the merge. Then I think it can be done. I'll contact again when it's time. Can you hold on? As long as I know you're coming for me, I can endure anything.
Aw. That was wholesome.
All right. I did as you asked. Now I
Ugh.
think you need to tell me what you're planning.
I'm going to take Silent's army away. I don't need it. Only the weapon he made to penetrate your shields.
And
Oh,
how do you
shit.
propose to get it? Ask him nicely?
Without Regala and her rebels, he won't have a choice. We'll be his only option.
Only option for what? What did you tell her?
That is between me and my sister.
That's great.
Will be Silent's
Love
only
that.
option for crashing that base. I'll tell you the rest later. But first, there are a couple of things I have to do.
Oh. And what are those?
Lay my friend to rest. And then I'm going to use the override that Beta gave me at Gemini to put an end to Regala's rebellion. From the air.
Wait.
What?
Since you insist on doing things your way, I know of something that will truly help you make a grand entrance with the Tenakt.
What?
The
Okay.
ancient Horus Titans still possess electromagnetic energy cells as part of their arsenal. Drop one of those on Regala's army, and they'll receive quite a surprise.
Damn.
So go, do what you must. I'll come to your base if you manage to bring silence to the table.
Oh, shit.
Not if. When.
When? Holy
And
shit.
are you there?
Aloy! Aloy, is that really you?
Yeah, it's me. Where's everyone else?
We're all... we're back at base. What happened?
It might be easier to explain in person. I'll try to join you there when I can.
Okay, we'll wait here for you. It's good to hear your voice, Aloy.
Same, I'm glad he's okay. They're back at base. I wonder, does he know? Does he know about Varl? Oh, God. This whole thing sucks. But if we could pull it off,
Just to let you know, I'm now patched into your focus network.
Great. I take it the other Zeniths can't hear us?
Of course not. And they don't know about your base either, in case you were wondering. I've sent you data on the Horus energy cells you can use against Regala's forces. Reach out to me when you're ready to acquire one.
Understood.
Nice. Oh boy. Oh, we got a data point. I gotta say. Okay, so we're gonna try to take away the army, Regala's army. And we're gonna do it from the air. Whatever that even means. But we're gonna do it. And then Silence will have no choice but to rely on us. And in order to do that, he's going to have to give us whatever tech he has that can get past their shields. And that's the plan. Oh boy. And we're going to get one of the power cells from a Horus unit. Which sounds incredible. It sounds huge. And we're going to drop it on her army? Good God. Aloy. All FASBOR-7 Horus combat platforms included EMP cells as part of their arsenals. Acquiring and deploying one shouldn't be difficult, but we'll get to that in a moment. The bigger issue is activation. Barring extraordinary circumstances such as interference from Hades, as you experienced last year, all Horus munitions are inert, deactivated by Minerva's decryption regime. During the 21st and 22nd centuries, to render these EMPs operational, we will have to skirt those efforts and devise a way to do so without causing unwanted repercussions. A bespoke code signal that should enable all and only such devices in the vicinity. I've transferred it to your focus. All you have to do now is send it all you have to do is send it out. A Zero Dawn communications relay should do the trick. I believe you refer to them as tall necks. Ah, we have to go to a tall neck. Okay. And that sends it out. Sends out the thing. Okay. I've chosen one for you that is centrally located, now marked on your HUD. Simply override it as you would normally, and my signal will automatically transmit. Every EMP on every Horus within 500 kilometer radius should come online. Damn. Onto acquisition and deployment. Horus units manufactured EMPs into their fabricated bays. These subsequently loaded them onto their multi-purpose appendages, or tentacles, if you like. Because the cells were designed to be detachable, enabling them to be fired or thrown at enemy forces, their fitting should be quite light. Okay, so they're easily detachable. Theoretically. The only way to attain them will be through the air, but it sounds like you already have that covered. Should you reach one, it should come loose with a hearty yank, rust or corrosion notwithstanding. There is no need to prime the cell as they are designed to trigger on impact. Once you have one, all we need to do is drop it on the target area. I'm sure Regala and her minions will enjoy the experience. All the best. Tilda. I hope Tilda doesn't, like, turn on us at the end, like we're doing all this, and then she's like, psych. But she seems genuine. She seems genuine. So what is gonna be, is the idea we're gonna get a one-hand a power cell, and then, like, glide it over, drop that shit? Is that, sounds rough. Not impossible, but rough. Okay. That didn't go the way I wanted it to. How do I get out of your house? Oh, there's a thing down here. What is this? Sterling Malkeats. It's an enigma. Data corrupted. All the makings of the next big thing. A much ballyhooed acquisition from an art historian turned technologist, no less. Bleeding edge science and a great narrative to boot. The application was called YCITT after Young Christ in the Temple, a well-known Vermeer forgery. By creating perfect holographic scans of individual layers of a painting and comparing them to a vast library of artistic works, I was able to identify fakes with an unprecedented level of accuracy. Oh, this is her thing she made. But it was clear to Sterling executives that the program's ability to match and identify patterns had broad applications outside of the art world. As a tool for security, counter-surveillance, or digital authentication, it could prove just as revolutionary as it had in its intended role. Which is why they were willing to sign a 9-figure agreement. Whew. Shit. Blasting news of the deal to every outlet in the tech media. 9 figures. It's like $100 million at least. Jeez. 2 years later, the project collapsed in a chaotic jumble of lawsuits, recriminations, and accusations of sabotage. Of course it did. So what went wrong? Who was responsible? And most importantly, what happened to the underlying technology, which by all accounts was far more powerful than the vaporware label applied by disgraced executives? Data corrupt. We'll never know. Damn. So I was working and it was going fine, and then it all fell apart, and it fell apart bad. It fell apart horribly. Damn. Okay, so just want to... Okay. I'm getting so turned around in here, but I want to make sure I actually explore it all. This is a nice place. But I guess if you're as rich as she was, you would build such a nice place. God, the view. That, and yeah, I assume that's the fortress. That's their place. Yep, somewhere out here. Damn. Okay. It's a nice house. Surprised it's even in the shape that it is. She did build it to weather any storm. And it survived this long. Fountain. Just a statue? Both?
I can grab these from my stash later.
This machine... Are you just a regular one? Yeah, okay, cool. Oh. God. You guys really aren't that strong. You're level 18. Not even sure if you're worth my time. Oh, bitch. Just gonna knock this out real quick. Oh. Okay, can we not? is. Okay. Now. Of course there's another one. Where are you? Okay. Car's done it. Oof. Just so much power. Okay, I didn't expect to fight these guys right out the gate, but that's okay. You know? Just another thing. Isn't even an issue. I guess their shells don't really stick around. Okay. Now. Just gonna pick these up. Gotta say, Gops, thanks for giving me the heads up on that update where you can turn off the animations for picking stuff up. It just makes it so much faster to just zip through and just run by, pick it up, just keep going. You know? There's a whole thing up there. Some fog. Okay. We gotta get back to base because things have gone horrible. We gotta make sure that they're okay. Zoe is probably gonna be in such absolute turmoil. Probably come back to here at some point for that one. Oh, Tide Ripper just hangs out at the coast. Oh, that sucks. It sucks. It sucks that Varl's gone. Gonna have to talk to them about it. No one's gonna be happy. Basically, the entire mission was a bust. Like we gained... It was a failure. It was a failure. The only thing that has come out of this is the fact that we have Tilda, who seemingly is very willing to help us. Because she seems to want the same thing we do. Oh no.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey, can I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kutalo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right. So what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini.
Oh shit.
What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... At least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first, we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove.
Oh shit.
Need to be there.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you,
Keep an eye on the sky.
whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Good.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
Yeah, it did. Oh. Elite, acid trap, shock trap, and purge water trap. Nice. Oh. God, that sucks. I feel so bad. What is it? I don't think we can... Yeah, nothing there. Still gotta get the machine cores for these. But... Should actually craft a lot of these. Especially shock traps. Okay. You know what, yeah, before we go out, let's check. Can we do any more of these overrides? Oh, Ravager. Good. You can now override Ravagers. Great. It's a good thing I checked, just in case we come across one. This could be so sad. Her and Varl were so perfect. God damn it. Oh, she's over here. Oh, this is nice. Wow, she made this whole thing. Wow.
Chill
Over
air's
here, Aloy.
prickling my lungs.
We would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plainsong and...
Oh,
further east, to the Nora sacred lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Vala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Vala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds. As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the seed rises, as certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us. I'm with child, Aloy. I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini.
Oh,
Instead,
shit.
One day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them. I'll try to visit again when I can.
Fuck.
But for now, I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. Then I'll use it on a sunwing and get ready for an entrance Regala will never forget.
What the fuck? Can I... Oh, yeah, it's like Rost's grave in the first game. So we can come back here. Fuck. That's so sad. God. Yeah, that really set it in. Fuck. Damn it. As much as I don't want to, I've run out of time for this episode. Thank you everybody so much for watching. It's been a hell of a time. I learned a lot. Felt a lot. Varl, you were the fucking man. And yeah, he stood by us the whole time. Non-stop. He always believed. Even embraced the focus as much as it was such a change in his, well, life. Seeing everything again. For the first time, really. Feeling of having a focus. Oh, God. So now we gotta go take our fight to Regala. But we have an override. We're gonna use it on a sunwing. So we're gonna see. We're just see what that's like. Are we gonna override the sunwing to take to have it pick up one of the things and drop it? Like we call it in for like a bombing run? That'd be great. So yeah, we got a lot to do on the next one. It's gonna be exciting. So we'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about everything in the comments. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.